Everything is on the line right now, and the next 24 to 48 hours will be absolutely decisive for the Middle East. Gulf nations are likely breathing a sigh of relief following a major Reuters report that Pakistani mediators have just tabled a de-escalation proposal. If both sides sign off, we could see it go into effect as early as today. It is a stunning development. The framework calls for a total ceasefire, the immediate unblocking of the Strait of Hormuz, and a 15 to 20-day window to negotiate a long-term peace. Reuters suggests that Pakistan's army chief, Field Marshal Azimir, has been working the phones all night, coordinating with Vice President J.D. Vance, Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff, and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. This looks like a serious, high-level effort to end the fighting today. However, the reality on the ground feels a lot more volatile. If you look at the fiery rhetoric coming out of both Washington and Tehran, it's all insults and explosive threats. It feels almost like wishful thinking to expect a diplomatic miracle in the next 24 hours while both leaders are doubling down. Still, there's clearly a frantic effort happening behind the curtain. We'll likely hear more from Donald Trump during his upcoming press conference, where he's expected to celebrate the high-profile rescue of that U.S. airman. It's a major win he can lean into, especially as critics question his grip on the escalating crisis in the Strait. I was actually in a closed-door briefing this past Saturday with Dr. Anwar Gargash, the UAE's diplomatic advisor. He was very clear. No single nation should be allowed to choke off the Strait of Hormuz or stop global trade. While he clarified the UAE isn't looking to lead a solo maritime task force, they are ready to participate in a broader, U.S.-led international coalition to keep the waters open. The real anxiety right now is the rigid corner Donald Trump has backed himself into. He set a hard deadline for Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, which hits at 4 a.m. Wednesday in the UAE and 1 a.m. in the UK. Trump has a history of setting these hyper-specific, explosive ultimatums, and the fear is that if he doesn't find a diplomatic off-ramp in the next day or two, he'll feel forced to pull the trigger. If that happens, we are looking at a massive war. Iran has been terrifyingly blunt. They've warned Gulf states that if the U.S. hits their power plants, they will retaliate by targeting critical domestic infrastructure, including desalination plants. That is a nightmare scenario for this region. Trump has left himself almost zero room to maneuver. But this latest news of a potential breakthrough is the one remaining glimmer of hope.